Hey everybody, this is Javi, and you are watching the Bowtie Psychic on YouTube. I'm actually doing a reading for Cancer, and this is actually going to be a what I'm getting. I got from Spirit not to use cards at all for Cancer, um, and it's because their message is extremely important. I actually tapped into Cancer energy, and I got like this heaviness. I got like like a very like a sadness and a despair and a depression. And so, if this message resonates with you, Cancer, by all means, just let me know. And um, and also, like if you want a more in depth reading, email me at bowtiepsychic@gmail.com. What I got from Cancer, straight up and flat out, is going to be like I got a sadness, and what I got for Cancer is that it's going to be absolutely okay. um, because I'm getting a lot of discouragement, as if somebody does not care about you. No, you feel like nobody loves you. You feel like no one wants to be around you, and so you're being asked, the Cancer, to actually. You're actually being asked, Cancer, to re-examine your mentality. You're a water sign, and so there's a lot. Your emotions they're very very intense at this time. Um, There's not like, and I'm just getting that this is literally the time for you to use a lot of this energy to ask yourself whether or not your feelings about people and how they care about you is actually true. I'm getting that you really do feel that nobody is out here looking out for you and that no one is here in your corner. I'm also getting a lot of depression around loneliness. I'm getting a lot of loneliness with Cancer. I'm getting a lot of loneliness um, to the point where I'm afraid for a lot of you. I'm afraid for a lot of you right now because I'm feeling like my main concern is that the depression is going to turn into something else. So I'm definitely being asked by Spirit to tell you not to fret and don't despair. Um, I'm getting as far as talking, I'm getting some sort of resistance. So you feel like people aren't listening to you. One of the reasons why you don't speak up, Cancer, is because you feel like people think you're emotional. People think you're dramatic, and you feel like you can talk to people to the blue in the face, and you feel like they're not going to listen to you. Especially if you're a man or a male-bodied individual or gender non-conforming individual. You feel that as a man um, or someone with masculine energy. You feel that the moment that you start talking about how you feel that people are going to shut you down simply because you have male energy. And so as a result, you shut down. You shut down and you just become like a human cocoon almost. And your spirit is very raw. That's the one thing I noticed about Cancer is that your spirit is very, very raw. And so when you feel, you feel. And so it just, when you're not able to express your emotions in any way, shape, or form, it's not like you feel some sort of way. It's as if it's as if someone like, it's like a slap in the face. I'm getting for Cancers, it's a slap in the face to not be heard by anybody. Um, I'm getting a lot of family oriented energy to where you feel like you cannot talk to your family in some way, shape, or form. And family is very important to you. Having a support system is very important to you. So this is also the time to find a support system and to also again man like again just basically ask yourself, where did it start? This idea that you can't trust anybody or you cannot talk to anybody. Where did that come from? Where did that start? And then start doing work around that. Start doing some inner flushing, some inner work around that. Start doing some ancestral work around that. Because what's happening with Cancer is that you're becoming more and more of a cocoon. And in the month of May, you're being asked to challenge that. Um, so you don't fall into some deep depression. I'm being told to tell you, Cancer, that I love you. I love you, Cancer. I love you. I love people. I have a brother who is a Cancer. Um, he like and I care for him deeply. Um, even as I do this reading or do this intuitive reading, I feel a lot of his sadness as well. I feel that he felt like no one was listening to him, and we all came from a situation, a bad situation when we were growing up. And so I feel like there's a lot of cancers who are like that. And that's another thing too, where you're not able to talk, you become anxious. There's like an anxiety that comes through. Like I'm wringing my hands right now. Like I can't sit still, and um I can't, like, I have a hard time like sitting still, because I feel like, just like water, cancers have to move. Cancers have to move. They have to, that's like their energy has to be constantly moving. If their energy is not constantly moving, if it's stagnant in any way, shape, or form, um, it's as if something within them starts to rust. Their souls and their spirit begins to rust. And so it's like every bone, every muscle, every vein, it's like metal almost. And it's like, excuse me, it will start to decay um, when energy is not moving around. So that's why communication is so important to cancers. It's so important um, for water signs in general, but especially cancers, because a lot of y'all are very family oriented. Um, they're very support oriented. If y'all don't have a home to go to, if y'all don't have stability, it affects you emotionally. It affects you emotionally. In the month of May, you're literally being asked to re-examine, to basically re-examine all of your emotions and what has been told to you, um, has anything to do with your emotion. I'm feeling a lot of anxiety right now in my solar plexus, um, which means that a lot of you are very anxious right now. Well, one way to get rid of that anxiety, or to alleviate it in some way, shape, or form, is to talk. Is to talk to somebody you trust, talk to somebody you care about. Or hate for y'all to jump into a deep depression simply because you don't have anybody to talk to. Or you feel like if you are to say anything, you are being shut down because you are considered too emotional, or worse, you are subjected to misogynist ideologies around um, human emotion, or you're subjected to toxic masculinity because you're being told that as a man or a male-bodied individual, you are to be a certain way. That's not going to fly with me. I'm not joking. Like, that stuff makes me very upset when boys or gender non-conforming people or male-bodied individuals, um, or even trans men, are being told they are not able to cry, they are not able to do anything pertaining to their emotions, or to express anything pertaining to their emotions. That's why people blow up. So that's why people go off. Um, in some aspects, that's what happens to cancer. But what I noticed is that a lot of y'all run, like, y'all literally, there's like y'all slip into a deep despair and a deep depression. Um, and so this is why you're being told to get as much help as you possibly can in order for you to get emotions. It doesn't have to be a therapist or anything like that. If that helps, and that's what route you choose, that's fine. But this is also the time for you to have a spiritual mentor, or one that's not going to take advantage of you, um, or this is the time for you to like talk to family, um, family members that you trust, family that you care about. Well, a lot of you are tired. You're so pimped up and so anxious that it's taking up a lot of your energy. Your energy is being depleted because you're in defense mode right now. That's one of the reasons why you're so quiet, Cancer, because you're like, when you're not able to talk again, there's a lot of pent up energy and it depletes you, and you're also very tired. I'm also getting to um, that you have to breathe. Um, Go outside, do something to get rid of that energy, so it's just not sitting inside of you, like like standing water. Okay, I'm getting like a lot of murky. I'm seeing the vision. I get visualizations, and so when I see energy that is not being circulated in any way, shape, or form, what I see like standing water is muddy, and that's exactly what I'm seeing with cancer, with a lot of cancers, um, who are not able to communicate their emotions correctly. There's a lot of like um, dirtiness, you know, pertaining to their energy, and that's not okay. That's not okay at all. So I'm just seeing a lot of communication, a lot of communication stuff. So my message to you, Cancer, or what Spirit's message is for you, Cancer, is to communicate as much as you possibly can, um, talk as much as you possibly can, even if you have to talk inside of recorder in your phone. By all means, do that. But please examine a lot of your thought process. Examine your emotions. Examine where a lot of your conclusions are coming from, because most of the time it comes from the source is trauma. Like it comes from some sort of unresolved trauma that you have experienced but have left unspoken for a variety of reasons. Is that all you have, Spirit? I have faith in a lot of y'all. I definitely have faith in a lot of cancers. I have a faith in a lot of y'all. I have faith in you. Please keep going. Please keep trying. I'm seriously like here for y'all. If y'all ever need to talk, if y'all ever need to speak about something, by all means, I'm here for you. Um, and so is spirit. This is a time for you to talk to spirit, to talk to your spirit guides, to talk to your ancestors, like basically talk to your people, because you have folks in the spirit world, you have folks here on the earth plane who care about you and who care about your well-being. So by all means, um, this is really the time to to take care of yourself emotionally, and to know that you're going to be uplifted and that you're loved and that you're honored. And do not let the past belittle you. Do not let people from your past belittle you. And don't let your past experience dictate who you are as a person and how you are to express your emotions. Your emotions are extremely important, and they're valid and they're valuable. Okay. So that's all I have for Cancer. Again, that was an intuitive reading. There were no cards used. Um, it was just like a sense of urgency that I felt for cancers, because there's a lot going on, especially you're like there's a lot of things that are coming up for y'all. There's a lot of things coming up for a lot of us. But your emotions, I'm thinking, I'm not even thinking, I'm feeling that your emotions are very much intensified at this time, because you're actually being called to release a lot of your emotions and let them come to the forefront. So they're just not staying there. That energy isn't sitting within you and is stagnant, because I'm feeling like I'm getting ulcers. A lot of you are going to, because of the nervousness and the anxiety um, that's sitting within the pit of your stomach. I'm getting that a lot of you are going to have ulcers if you don't, if you don't start talking and letting that energy flow within you and through you, and whatever's going on. You don't want to block yourself to the point where you are keeping yourself from your own blessings, because you're not letting those emotions come through. So that's what Spirit is wanting to tell you. That's why that sense of urgency was there. Um, and like I said before, talk to somebody. Talk to somebody as much as you possibly can, and ask Spirit, to help you find people that you can trust if you don't know anybody. Talk to Spirit. Talk to your spirit guides. Talk to your ancestors. Talk to your spirit team. They're here for you. They are here for you. Like I said before, even if you have to speak into a tape recorder or something, or even do a podcast. I have a brother who has a podcast, and he's saying everything, that um, he is led to say. Um, this is the time to let go of those emotions. Um, Cancer. So if this resonated with you in any way, shape, or form, by all means, um, let me know. Let me know. Please just let me know. Also, I just want to know whether or not you're okay, um, because I just feel for y'all. I feel for you. So if this resonated with you in any way, shape, or form, um, comment, post a comment. If you want a more in-depth reading, um, you can also reach out to me at bowtiepsychic@gmail.com. I talk about this type of stuff on my podcast as well, as far as releasing and letting go and letting your emotions fly. I talk about this on my podcast, The Bowtie Psychic. So you're more than welcome to subscribe to that, as well as on Anchor.fm or wherever you listen to podcasts. It's on iTunes, Spotify. Um, what else? I think Spreaker, um, and a lot of other places as well. And I'll be on Twitter fairly soon. I just had to get that stuff together. So I'm on Instagram and Facebook in the meantime. So thank you again for listening and for watching. Um, and I do hope to hear from you, especially if you're a Cancer, whether it be your sun sign, rising sign, moon sign, or Venus sign. Um, I am definitely wanting to hear from you to see how you're doing. So on that note, I will talk to you later on. Peace.